What's up? Today we're going to talk about some of the pros and cons of getting a shelter dog. But before we get started, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And oh yeah, I'm your host, Ali A. Parker. Now each year, around 3.1 million dogs are put into shelters. And of course, these dogs need homes. So, in this video, we're going to go over the pros and cons of getting you a shelter dog. And then you can make a educated decision on if that's right for you. Now, I'm going to give you the pros first. The good news always first. Okay, 1. You get to rescue one of the 3.1 million dogs. You get to rescue one. And by you rescuing this dog, you free up more space so another dog can get a place in the shelter and find them a home. 2. There's mixed breeds in these shelters. Now, what a lot of people don't know is mixed breeds are what some people might call mutts, or very healthy. Since these dogs have mixed genetics, they tend to have strong immune systems and not fall victim to a lot of diseases that purebreds fall victim to. 3. There's people at the shelter that will fit you with the right dog. See, when you go to a shelter to adopt a dog, they're gonna do interviews. Some shelters even do home visits. So they want to get to know a lot about you so they can find the right dog that will fit you and your home. And also, these same people, they'll give you knowledge if you're a first-time dog owner about how to best take care of your pet. 4. Cost. Even though you'll be paying for these dogs, they will be somewhat cheaper than a purebred. 5. These dogs are vaccinated. 6. Most of these dogs will come spayed or neutered. Okay, now for the cons. 1. When it comes to shelter dogs, you really don't know what breed you're getting. For example, you might go to the shelter and say, that looks like a German Shepherd puppy. And then get him, and 6 months later, he starts looking more like a Akita. So you really don't know what you're getting. 2. These dogs have questionable pasts. Some of them do. Some of these dogs can come from abuse and mistreatment, so they can be harder to train and have mental issues also. 3. You don't know how these dogs is gonna act in a home, because at the time they're living in a shelter with a bunch of other barking dogs and strangers walking around. So you don't know how these dogs are gonna act in a home setting. 4. Spay and neuter. Now I know that was in the positives, but it's also in the negatives. And the reason for that is because a lot of times shelters will spay or neuter a dog too early. And when you spay and neuter a dog too early, that can give your dog health issues. Now, I did an entire video on when to spay and neuter your dog, and I will leave a link in the description. 5. The screening process. Now, when you get these dogs, or when you go to adopt a dog, they take you through a screening process. You might have to sign contracts. You might have to have home visits. And to some people, this can be intrusive. And they don't want to give up a lot of their information just to get a dog. Or have strangers from the shelter come to their home to check it out, to see if it's right for a dog. So all these could be negative things when it comes to getting a dog from a shelter. And just one more thing is, you don't know the parents. And when you don't know a dog's parents, that means you can't check their genetics or bloodline, and you don't have no history on their health. So you don't know if their parents are healthy, did they come down with certain things, what to look for, what type of temperament does the mother and father have. You don't know a lot of things about these dogs. But like I said, it's good and there's bad. So with the information I just gave you, make your own decision. Do what's best for you. Now that's all for today. And until next time, go have fun with your new puppy. Goodbye.